If you're a personal trainer, you're going to want to listen to this. 90% of textbook trainers quit within the first year, 18 months in the UK. The fitness industry is greatly expanding. By 2030, we're expected to have more than 1 million working professionals. Why do so many fail? You want to turn your passion for fitness into a career. You want to help people. You have a great story. 90% of us are quitting. Why? My name is Chris Hitchko, author of How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer, owner of gyms, and founder of the best certification, Level 1 Show Up Fitness CPT. I'm going to explain to you the difference between these two right now. So let's get after it. How does the average person become certified today? You type in the Google machine, how to become a personal trainer. You click on one of the first ads. You find out that they're the gold standard. You pay $1,000. You start reading a textbook and you go, holy crap, I have no idea what I'm learning right now. What did I just review? You go back to the Google machine, you type in how to pass this exam. You get a study guide, you get some type of individual to tell you the quickest way to pass it, get quiz it, whatever it may be. And then you go to a testing center and you take a 120 multiple choice question test. And then afterwards you're like, I passed, I'm so excited. What the fuck do I do now? You had no kinesthetic approval. What that means is no one observed you moving. So if you can't move right, or if you're thinking, can I move right? How are you expected to teach other people? You never had any type of supervision. Anecdotal evidence. I lost 50 pounds, so this is how you're going to lose 50 pounds. Level 0 trainers understand their body. Big difference. The human body is very, very complex. Limited programming knowledge. The number one complaint new trainers have: I don't know how to program. If you're spending more than 5 minutes per week programming on your Gen Pop clients, you're a level 0 trainer. You need to level up those skills. It is not hard to program for 30 clients in a week if you understand the fundamentals of movement. Overload, general adaptation system, specific adaptation to opposed demand, the size principle, all things that you should understand as a qualified trainer. Low confidence is rampant out there. Trainers are not confident asking for money. $100, that's so expensive. At Show Up Fitness, we charge more than $200 per hour, private one-on-one. How is it that we close at 80%, yet the average trainer closes less than 30%? Confidence is so important as a new trainer or as any type of trainer. If you lack confidence, your clients are going to sniff it right out of you and they're not going to purchase sessions from you. Your value is extreme. You're going to change the way someone feels, looks at themselves. Their confidence is going to increase. They're going to look in the mirror and go, damn, woohoo, I like that. They're going to get a promotion at work because of you. Being able to do your first chin-up, confidence through the roof. This is really, really important if you want to become a successful personal trainer, to have confidence, but 90% are quitting because we lack the 3 skills: the business skills, being able to get clients, retain clients, people skills. If you can't communicate with your clients, they're not going to invest in you. And the trade skills. Level 0 does not teach any of that. You take a test, you go out there, you don't get hired at the best gyms because they want someone with experience and confidence. So you go to the low-end gyms. You don't get paid while you're on the floor. You have to go find the clients. You don't like sales. You bitch and complain about everything. You go to a Reddit forum or an Instagram or Facebook forum, and you start talking to other level 0 trainers, bitching and complaining how hard it is to be successful. Do it as a side job. Here's my challenge for you. If you want to turn your passion for fitness into a career, if you want to become a successful personal trainer, who are you interviewing? Who are you asking? And the next time someone bitches and complains about how hard it is to become a trainer, it's a saturated market. It's a saturated market in the same way the world is saturated with fast food restaurants. You can choose to eat there if you like, but if you want to become successful, you need to level up. So ask people, what's your background? How did you become a personal trainer? I got NASM, ACE, ISSA, NESTA, whatever one of these 200 certifications, textbook certifications are. Interesting. You're not calling them out saying you're a fucking idiot. You're just asking, what's your background? Did you go to an internship? Who did you learn under? And the questions are always answered the same way. I took this certification at a testing center. Interesting. What about an internship? I just gained experience. Anecdotal evidence. You went out there and learned by yourself? Whew, that's scary. And then the last question, who's on your team? And the answers to those three questions are always the same. Textbook certification, learn by myself, no people on my team, level 0. So when you level up and you look at what it takes to become a qualified level 1 trainer, kinesthetic competency. Now what that means is you demonstrate, whether if it's in a live setting or by submitting something. In the UK, they require that with your reps. Here in the United States, if you get a level 1, like Show Up Fitness, we require you to submit videos showcasing your competency in the 8 core movement patterns. Squat, hinge, unilateral, transitional, horizontal push and pull, vertical push and pull. Doing an exercise, looking at strength standards like we have at Show Up Fitness, and pushing yourself. If you can't push yourself, how do you expect to push a client? The barrier for entry should be competency in your own movement, but also competency in the movement of the human body. Human body understanding, your own body understanding. That's what's called anecdotal evidence versus understanding movement as a whole. You've gone through some type of internship, you have a degree in kinesiology, you seek after places where you can learn hands-on. How do you get your continuing education? Chasing specializations, CES, PES, TRX, all textbook certifications. Down here, hands-on learning, weekend seminars. When you come to a Show Up Fitness seminar, 2 days, you will learn more than any level 0 certification, money back guarantee, because you're building your confidence, which you didn't have before. During your learning process, you have supervised experience, which may be the most important differentiator here. Because if you're learning by yourself versus asking a professional questions, Chris, why did you design a back squat here instead of a goblet squat? I noticed you did a push-up on the wall versus on the ground. How did you know when to spot them? Asking those questions to a fitness professional, and then you as the student critically thinking through that is what helps build your confidence. Now we have our internship in person, but we also have our certification online. 2 months in person in California, 2 months online as well. And that's why the best gyms out there are partnering with Show Up Fitness, Lifetime, Equinox, EOS, because they understand the difference. And I've had calls with senior vice presidents at these large gyms, and we have discussions. Why do so many trainers fail? They lack the business skills. They don't have the people skills. They lack the confidence, and they don't understand programming. That's exactly what we teach you. And that's what you should be learning through an internship, and you will learn that with a degree in kinesiology. It doesn't mean you have to get a degree in kinesiology. It doesn't mean you have to go through the Show Up Fitness internship, but you need to be in an environment that teaches you all of those things. Not a gym turnship where you show up and you clean the fucking gym. Those skills don't transfer over to helping an 80-year-old move better or a 20-year-old get a big ass. You need to observe that in shadow sessions and go, I don't know why they chose that exercise. Let me talk to them and ask them afterwards. That type of supervised experience is what's going to help you become successful. You need to be confident and have those professional skills. Watching an expert show up 30 minutes before a session, not right on time, with your protein bottle and you're sweating and your breath stinks like holy hell. Your client's like, oh, God, I don't want to work with you. But they don't have the heart to tell you. They're just going to say, let me think about it. Or this is a little too expensive. I'm going to go try out some other places, because your confidence and professionalism lacks, but they're not going to tell you that. Access to medical professionals. You are a medical professional as a level 1 trainer. We don't get that here. You think you're a trainer competing with all these other trainers. It's a blue ocean when you understand that you are competent and you're the first line of defense. We have dietitians that help teach our nutrition classes. We have physical therapists. We have professors and doctors, and we teach you how to get them on your team. Show Up Fitness has our own team, but we teach you how to get other professionals part of your team. So when you ask these level 0 trainers, why didn't you make it? They say, well, it's just such a saturated market. Well, who's on your team? What do you mean who's on my team? I have Ben, the trainer over here, and I have Becky, the trainer. No, I mean, do you have a physical therapist? Do you have a dietitian? Oh, you don't. And you're not saying, you don't, you fucking idiot. No, you just take that note in your mind. So someone's telling me how hard it is to become a professional and make it in this industry, but they are here where most of them quit. So when you look and you interview people down here who are truly successful, they're trainers, they're medical professionals. They don't have 38 specializations in their Instagram bio trying to prove their worth. They're confident and they know their worth. And so when you have that team, you can reach out to, I have a client coming in today, pinky numbness, doc. What do you think's going on? Are there any contraindications, things I can and cannot do? You pull up the Prehab Guys app and you look at it and go, okay, so it could be thoracic outlet syndrome. I'm not going to diagnose, but if that diagnosis comes in, I can talk to my doctor or my therapist and get the best exercises for my client. And so when they're in front of you, you don't lose your shit. You go, yeah, I can help you. Worst case scenario, I don't know, which never happens. I will be able to reach out to the professional who can help you. And maybe you feel like they need to go to the doctor because they have high blood pressure or they haven't been in a couple of years. You make that simple referral. If they come in and they want nutrition advice, you go, I have a dietitian who can help you. In the meantime, be consistent showing up. When was the last time you worked with a qualified trainer 3 times a week for a month without missing any of the sessions? Let's focus on that for now. In the meantime, eat more protein, maybe about 0.8 times your body weight. And let's get some more fruits and vegetables. And let's not eat out every single meal and drink every single night. Sleep a little better, stress a little less. I'll help you with the stress by showing up. Focus on the movement aspect and then make that referral, and you should get paid for it. You should have some type of nutritional services that you're getting paid for, not part of your package. Again, a lot of level zeros make these mistakes because they're trying to be a jack of all trades. And when you're a jack of all trades, you're a master of nothing. And that's why you're probably not going to make it. 5%, less than 5%. Let's say it again, belt buckle trainer. Less than 5% quit within the first year in the United States. That's a significant difference. It's because you're confident. You have the people skills. Even if you're an introvert, that's all right. We teach you how to communicate, work on your strengths, focus on your strengths. The irony in all of this is you get your level 0 certification and you can't get hired at the elite gyms like the Equinoxes and Lifetimes. They're not going to take people with just one certification and no experience. So you go to the easy entry gyms, LA Fitness, your 24 hours, you get in there, most trainers quit. The ones who do make it after a year, then they go to these higher end gyms. They get hired there and they don't know how to service these members because they're high end members. Maybe you go independently. Most people will quit and go into a different industry entirely. So when you're here as a level 1 trainer, you can get hired at those elite gyms. That's why we have partnerships with them. We had 5 trainers get hired in the last month at Equinox and Lifetime in our in-person. Online, triple the amount. And as we're setting up more partnerships, we're funneling these level 1 trainers into these gyms. And guess what happens? Feedback from management. Holy shit, we need more. More. It's like they've had the best drug in the world. These trainers are confident. What are you doing? We teach them how to program. We teach them anatomy. When they look at this muscle guy over there, yeah, I can tell you the 17 muscles of the shoulder, and I can tell you how they work. I'm not diagnosing, but I have a team who I can work with. When a client comes in with knee pain, we can help them. They're not scared. They're not foam rolling and doing stupid shit on the BOSU ball, scaring their clients, doing movement screens. You're dysfunctional. You listen. You present a solution to their problem, you smile, you get to know them, you ask them great questions, you show them new things. Those are all things that you learn part of a great level 1 program. One thing you'll hear a lot about with some level 0 certifications is accreditation. And what you don't know about accreditation, all it is spending a lot of money and a lot of time to get a little gold star. We're going through that process. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars. You have to have the right people go through and learn all the compliance issues. We did a podcast on it, listen to it. But when someone says they're accredited, it doesn't mean what you think it means. It doesn't mean that it's a great certification. No one, superior professors and doctors, approve what they're submitting. It just shows that you have a pencil on the table and that they have 120 minutes to take the test and you secure the records for this amount of time. All it's showcasing. And these companies who have a lot of money, it's easy to do. So then when you look at the landscape, oh, we're accredited. It makes people feel warm and fuzzy. We're going through the accreditation process. We are nationally and internationally recognized. We have partnerships at the best gyms in the United States, Lifetime, Equinox, They want to work with us. They have their show up in a CPT. They have experience. They have the business skills, the people skills, the trade skills. They get their show up in a CPT. They go to elite gyms, and within a couple months, they become the #1 trainer. Crunch, #1 trainer in the whole entire company within 9 months. Lifetime, trainer, management, all within a year. Most trainers quit within that time period. When you have the skills, your confidence is going to be superior to everyone else. It's not saying you're better than everyone else. And that's what a lot of trainers will say. I can't believe you're putting yourself on the high horse and saying you're better. No, I'm not saying that. You're interpreting that because you went this route and you're insecure. And you wish you went this way and you're like, fuck, I spent $3,000 on a bunch of bullshit certifications and I was lost until I found this person or this individual who gave me the success. The playbook for success I implemented and it worked. Was it because of the certification or because of the person or the team that you were on and you were 1 out of 100? How many trainers will get that level 0 and are completely lost? And force-fed, you got to get the next specialization. You got the bundle, so spend the next 3-6 months reading this bullshit and your confidence is going down even further because you haven't worked with anyone. And you're not training yourself, so you don't look the part. So then you talk to someone, they're like, why the fuck would I listen to you? You're morbidly obese. Nothing against that. But looking the part is so important just as well as knowing the part and talking the part. And if you're not regularly engaged with that, you're not going to make it. They don't set you up for success. That's our push. We want to change the fitness industry. And if we're doing the same shit over and over and over again and not making any type of pivot, that's insanity. So why are we repeating that process? We want to help you. We want you to be confident. One of the best stories that I've ever had, level 0 trainer, goes to Lifetime in Vegas, doesn't get hired. Oh man, he didn't take that victim mentality, which a lot of trainers do. Growth mindset, following the right people, watched an IG live with Dr. Russin and I. Showed up to our in-person, also did the online at the same time. Confidence grew. He already looked the part. Inside, he didn't feel confident in the presentation of what he was capable of doing. That's what we taught him. We taught him movement, how to regress exercises. All right, Charlie, so if you're doing a back squat here and it hurts their shoulder, what would be a better solution? Safety bar squat, nice answer. They're doing a lunge, it doesn't feel good. What would you do? Go to a step up, nice. Push up on the ground hurts, how would you regress it? You go to the bar, very good. He's able to articulate that. Went back to Lifetime, went through the interview process as a qualified level 1 trainer. Stop! The manager halfway into the assessment. What is going on? You are completely a different person. You're hired. Before, didn't get the job. After, halfway into the interview process, they stopped him and said, what's going on? Now he's an exercise physiologist with a physical therapist, and he's going to get his DPT because he's that confident and he knows what he's capable of doing. That's what we're teaching. And if you want to become a qualified level 1 trainer, you got to surround yourself with like-minded individuals. Check out my book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. The new one is out. We are going on our seminar tour right now. We're going to be at Lifetimes all throughout the nation because we partner with them. We're going to be in Texas, Dallas, Houston, and Austin. We're going to be in Chicago, Denver, Seattle, Portland, all over the states. We're working on more partnerships so we can go international. Because when trainers complete our program, they're confident, and then you move into level 2, which helps you really establish yourself as a medical professional by going through an internship with physical therapists, working with dietitians, and building those 3 streams of revenue to become a successful personal trainer. And remember, the most important thing, big biceps are better than small ones, and keep showing up.